I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. Any Black parents, we have adopted a Black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are talking about this white man who came on TikTok to ask for help concerning taking care of his baby girl's hair. Now, this white man and his partner adopted a black girl, and she should be about less than 3 months, and he came on TikTok and asked that Black TikTok help him to take care of his baby girl's hair. So he wanted advice from Black TikTok to enable him take care of his baby's hair. Now, this video got a lot of people triggered.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. Any Black parents, we have adopted a Black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair.
Y'all are gonna think this is so mean, but I really don't care. It really blows my mind how white people can get on this platform and literally ask Black people how to take care of their kids. Like, on some real shit, it really just reminds me of slavery. Like, Black people were forced to take care of white people kids and probably didn't have not one fucking clue on how to take care of them white kids. And guess what? They figured it the fuck out. Literally, they figured it the fuck out. And what really kills me is that throughout y'all whole process in adopting that baby, because I'm adopted, you at some point learned the sex of the baby, the race of the baby, X, Y, and Z. You learned all that at some point in the process, and you didn't take that time, I don't know, to educate yourself. And then what also gets me is that a caseworker gave y'all that baby. A caseworker gave y'all that baby, and y'all don't know how to take care of something as simple as the baby's hair. Okay.
Black TikTok, any Black parents,
This is probably one of the most menacing videos that I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, the actual madness at play here is unfathomable, and yet here we are. There's so much. For one, how are you able to adopt that child? Because my understanding is adoptions are not clear-cut, pick up the child, go home, and call it a day. There's extensive work that goes into the process. There's extensive research, there's extensive paperwork, there's all these procedures that are put in place to ensure that, one, you are financially stable enough to provide for the child. Two, your home is stable, safe, and suitable enough to care for the child. Three, is it going to be an open or closed adoption? And this is just what's coming off the top of my head, just off of observation and just common sense, just simple common sense. But the thing that's standing out to me is, how is it that all of these precautions that are in any other case are heavily prioritized was suspended for the sake of prioritizing? And you can't tell me otherwise, this person's whiteness, because how else were they placed in a privileged position to be able to adopt this child? But furthermore, soliciting information about hair care for an infant is it's absolutely beyond mind-blowing. And those brush strokes, don't get me started on those brush strokes. I know those newborn brushes, the bristles are incredibly soft, but there was something like extra firm and rigid in the intensity with which he was using to brush that baby's head. Emphasis on head. That newborn hair is still like, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. This is why we take issue. This is why we as Black folks will continue and always take issue with the optics of them being able to adopt our children, because if this is happening in 2024, just imagine some of the conditions that have probably gone undocumented over time.
To Black TikTok, any Black parents, we have adopted.
It is mind-boggling to me that in 2024, white people still think that Black people are supposed to educate them. As cringe as this video is, he then further tells us that he has Black friends. So why didn't you just ask them? And it's very weird when white people tell us stuff like, I have a Black husband, or I have a Black niece, or I'm married to a Black woman. What does that have to do with being Black? Nothing at all. The same way he got on this app, he should have went on Google. The same way he got on this app, he should have opened a motherfucking book to teach himself. Like, this is really disgusting. It's giving Colin Kaepernick parents. How they misled the man because they had no idea who he was, who his culture was, and he suffered tremendously for it. And the fact that you're getting online to ask about something as simple as hair, when YouTube could easily solve that problem, further lets me know that when it comes to her having real issues on being a Black woman, he's going to fail her tremendously. What he gonna do next? Get online and be like, Black woman, I don't know how to raise my Black daughter, so what should I teach her? Just dumb. Then he says, we have adopted a Black baby. Now we adopted our new child that's joined the family. Our child is Black. We've adopted a Black baby. Very disconnected. I find this shit to be very disingenuous, very disgusting. And if I later see him with a family channel trying to parade this Black baby around, I want to report it every single time. It's disgusting. How about you go be a parent and do what you got to do for your child and do your research? Let's start there. Ugh. Make sure y'all follow my YouTube, Dark Skin Queen 2.0, where I post 3 to 4 videos a day. Let's get it.
And another thing on Mr. Mamas, who adopted the Black baby.
When I tell you that lady ain't never lied, I commented on that video and told him he don't need to be combing that baby hair like that, because he was like, with the brush, I only have a brush. He only got that baby for content. Please get that baby back to the adoption agency, because he did not love that baby, and I downhill about that. He got him a Black content baby, and all of our dumbasses saw him like, oh my God. No, baby, he baited us. He's He's baiting Black women to teach him how to do his daughter hair when he could have went to YouTube, Google, Facebook, Instagram, and saw how to do that damn baby hair. And like she said, that baby gonna become a content baby. Baby, he ain't do nothing the rest of these stupid people be doing. But don't let that shit fool you.
I thought you wanted feedback on your aesthetic baby, though. Or you only wanted feedback when it was positive towards the aesthetic baby. You didn't want any negative output. That's the reason why you've been taking people's videos down and stitching. But then how are you going to get the information from the Black community on TikTok that you probably just could have Googled? Or even better yet, you know what you could have did? You probably could have just talked to somebody in private instead of making a spectacle because you bought an aesthetic baby. And now that your post for your aesthetic baby and your aesthetic baby, as cute as the baby may be, is not saving you right now. That baby has a place at the barbecue in a high chair, but the baby's not old enough to get you invited though. It almost seems like you want to be a Black girl so bad. You want to be a Black baddie. You fishing for them compliments. You want people to tell you how good the hair is. And for the love of God, please, 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 can you have people spam me? I am really trying to make money on TikTok, so I really need the engagement. Don't ratio me, but I need the interaction. At the end of the day, you having that baby is no different than the fancy people that walk around with the little miniature puppies inside their purse because it's trendy. I can't wait to see the apology video in a year because we had to take the baby back. It just wasn't working.
Y'all are making beautiful, wonderful commentary on the white man who's adopted the Black baby girl. The only thing I really want to add is, why are you brushing that baby's head so hard?
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. We have adopted a...
why that baby's soft spot is still, the cornbread is not done in the middle, and if you don't leave that baby's head alone, you need to do some baby research. That's what I need to. My inner eldest daughter in a black household, aka teen motherhood, is coming out because, oh my God, because the way he was brushing her hair, oh my God, bristles to brain to bristles. That baby's head is soft. Part of the reason why I think it was really virtue signaling in the first place is because that baby is fresh out of the coochie. Newborn baby, fresh out of the womb. Baby hairs is literally slicked down by placenta juice. And you were asking about hair care? Hair care? Right now? Like, currently in that baby's life, you're worried about hair care? Shea moisture? You need to make sure you don't give that baby water. You need to make sure that you are protecting the baby's brain. There's just other things on the docket, I feel like, right now. Brushing that baby's head so hard, he was finna shape her head. Which he needs to be doing anyways. You need to be shaping the baby's head. We are simply losing recipes. And I know that community don't have none. I know they don't have none. There needs to be a black grandma somewhere in this scenario.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. Any black parents, we have adopted a black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair.
I feel like if you wanted to adopt a baby girl, a black baby girl, you should have learned the basics, which is her hair. So besides that, one thing I just mentioned, the way he was brushing the hair really irritated me because babies' heads are so soft. She's a newborn. Babies' hairs are so soft. You could press into them and literally, I think you feel their brain. I don't know. All I know is that the skull isn't formed yet. So to be brushing her hair like that is nasty, crazy work. Can't be oh, all black people can't adopt black babies. I'm not gonna say that, because the reality is that you're taking this baby out of a system that would have probably abused them or left them with disadvantages that would follow them. What I do ask is that people that want to adopt black children, please make sure that they're around people of their own culture and community. At least 3 times a week, once a week, even once a week. Or even a FaceTime even. Not even a FaceTime. Face-to-face interactions with people that look like them so that they can feel represented in how they look. I know so many biracial people on TikTok with identity crises because they had they only grew up on one side of their family, and that was kind of tragic because if you don't see the other side of yourself, you know, different from the one side you grew up in, you're gonna feel like an outsider. Affirming is also very important because how do I phrase this? I feel like affirmations are important because this baby girl isn't gonna see herself in the media as much as you might, or she isn't going to see herself on Disney Channel as much as you might, or she's going to see herself on Nickelodeon as much as you might. She's probably going to see monoliths of people that look like her, which is not nice. She's probably going to see people that don't look like her overrepresented in the media, which is also not nice. So I feel like affirmations are really important keys to instilling her confidence and maintaining that. Please do your research.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok.
Hello, people have tagged me, sent me this video, and now it's my time to respond. Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Saskia. I'm a transracial adoptee. Obviously, I'm black. I was raised by the whiteys. On my TikTok account, I advocate for the fair treatment of transracial adoptees. I talk a lot about how white parents neglect their transracial adoptees' hair. And here's my advice from someone who has been in this exact situation. You should have learned about this long before you were even given that baby. You should have people in your life who can act as genetic mirrors to that child. If you do not know any other black people, if that is the first black person that you have close in your life, you are already doing something wrong. For the well-being of that child, please get her auntie and uncles of her race that will actually be in your life, and they can help you.
Hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. Any black parents, we have adopted a black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair.
God forbid he asked black people for advice.
God forbid this man pick up a book. God forbid this man build a community with black people off the internet in order to help him raise this child. God forbid this man join a support group for transracial adoptive parents. There's nothing wrong with asking questions or needing help when it comes to raising a child. But your black baby should not be your first black friend. This is not like trying out a new restaurant or squeezing into a size 6 dress when you know you're really an 8. If you're going to take it upon yourself to adopt a child from a background that is not your own, then you need to do the basic amount of homework before that child comes into your home in order to make sure that you're not only able to take care of them, but you are prepared for the conversations that will come up throughout their life as they navigate a world that is not built for them. This reminds me of that doctor who got on here recently and was like, why do Black patients talk on their phone when they're in appointments with me? Because similar to that doctor, while this guy claims he doesn't know how to do his child's hair, what he does know is that if he calls on Black people, they will come running to his rescue because he can't be bothered to do the homework to raise his own child. I will also add that I have a huge problem with people using their children as content on the internet. And in this case, it's extra worrisome because the child is adopted. You are violating your child's privacy, and it's also very disrespectful to the biological family of that child who could possibly see this content. I'm not a parent and I'm not an adoptee, but I have watched a lot of content from transracial adoptees and from mixed race children with white parents. And the common theme in a lot of that content is that it's really hard to deal with a parent who does not understand their privilege and is constantly spewing microaggressions at you, or is just outrightly being racist and or does not know how to protect you from their racist family members or dealing with racism out in the world. And that's why people are rightfully upset about this video. It's not just that he asked a question. It's that many of us are worried about the life that this young Black girl will lead in the hands of someone who, by his own admission, is not ready to parent her.
He was not asking how to take care of his newly adopted baby's hair. I am so glad I am not the only one who thought that. Because I saw that video and I was like, I don't want to be that asshole, but that seems... He was strategically soft launching his adoption, soft launching his new family vlogger channel, soft launching his new product that he could monetize and make money off of. That wasn't just me who caught that, because he's already got product reviews up. He's already got baby product reviews up. He barely just brought her home because he trotted her out like he just adopted a Persian cat, brushing her hair, needing help on how to groom her. Google's free, YouTube's free. He could have gotten those answers literally anywhere with tutorials, step-by-step tutorials. That was a soft launch. Like, the planning that went into this adoption was taken from every photo on the cover of a community college catalog. Also, you just adopted that baby and you splashed her right on the front of the internet. Front page of the internet, that's where you put her. I thought it was standard with most adoptions that you're not allowed to post them on social media for like a year or two. And even if it's not, it should be, because there's a reason that you should not be posting your brand new adopted baby all over the internet. Like, why is that your first thought?
And another thing on Mr. Mamas, who adopted the Black baby, and I hope this reaches Black TikTok and he could do his own research, and he should have done his own research. Watch how that page is 100% about to become a page for the baby.
I have something from Shea Moisture.
You knew to delete that video. I mean, you said black so many goddamn times as if we couldn't see the black. You don't know that there's black hair salons? You don't have any black friends? It's giving, I want to go viral, but you went viral for the wrong damn reasons, and I don't think it worked in your favor. I just hope you got that baby's best interest at heart.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. Any Black parents, we have adopted a Black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair.
I already feel sorry for that baby, because that man just got on the internet and told everybody that he does not have Black friends. There is nobody in his community that he can reach out to personally who can help him. That man's existence is all white. And so that child is not going to have people in their community that look like them. And he's going to have to go out and find that community. Maybe he's already started. Maybe he's looked into groups. I hope he's looked into groups. But the fact that he has to do that now at his big age, it's a bad sign. And honestly, when I see Black children adopted by white people, I don't think to myself, oh, what a good white person. I'm always concerned for the child, for what they are going to have to experience, and for all of the ways that their parent is not going to be well equipped to be able to help them. In fact, I'm actually thinking about all the ways that their parents could harm them and make things worse. And that video, the cluelessness of that man is just proof of it. He don't have no friends. He don't got no friends. Brushing that a newborn baby's hair all hard like that. Nobody in real life could have told him before he made that video. That child is in danger.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok.
I just want to make sure that everybody is aware of this. He was in the delivery room with the mother doing skin to skin during the golden hour. This is really important, okay? I have seen him make comments either in a video or through his own comment section trying to pretend like he had absolutely no knowledge that the child that he was going to adopt was going to be Black. One, you made yourself available for all children, okay, without educating yourself first. But to come on here and pretend like you are not trying to just make content, that is absurd. This is not a foster care situation. This is not oh, I had no idea the baby just showed up on my doorstep one day. No. He was well aware. This was all planned out. And you mean to tell me that you waited until after the baby was born to find out how you're supposed to raise this child? There's something sinister going on here. And the vast majority of us realize it.
Now, initially, when I first checked out the video, when I first saw clips of the video, I was like, I don't know if there's anything wrong with it, apart from the fact that that brush that I was using on the girl's hair was just too big, and the way he was combing or brushing her hair, it was like as if he was brushing a doll's hair. And I was like, I don't think that's right. That was just my initial thought about the whole thing. I felt like, okay, maybe like he and his partner were just giving the baby to take care of or something like that. That it was not something like they were involved in the process for quite a while. But then I came across this video, and I have to give credit to this person, especially because he went in. He did some investigative work. The creator's name is Word of the State. So this guy did quite a bit of research on the man and the couple. And when I was watching his video, I was like, what? What's going on? Anyway, check out this video.
I stayed up majority of the night thinking about how I would make this video. So I'm going to preface with, I'm going to do my best to be trauma informed. I'm going to do my best to be child and family centered. And I'm going to do my best not to, I really don't want to shame anyone about addiction or criminal history. Because as y'all see, my PFP is my mugshot of when I was human trafficked. And so I do understand the criminal system and how it can affect people. So let's go. As you guys know, since yesterday, I've been covering the story of the white adoptive father with the Black daughter, and he asked Black Talk for help. So I've already made videos about like him deleting the videos, there's such and everything else, right? My team and I did some research yesterday on his public platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and there was a lot of troubling things. Off the bat, the first thing I found troubling is that he and his partner were in the room when the delivery was being done, taking photos and videos of this birth mom, and I don't know if they got her consent or not, but she's in very exposing positions, and any mother would know, like when they're giving birth, they don't want to be in those type of photos and positions, especially on adoptive parents' platforms. And like I explained yesterday, the immediate skin-to-skin womb wet is an issue, and it causes maternal separation trauma. But after looking through his social media, there's so many red flags. The second red flag will be chokeable items, choking hazards. He's placed baby rings, as you see here, on the baby. There's also multiple videos of her wearing cardigans with small buttons that she should not be wearing. And the most concerning video or photo that I saw was the baby in their rocker, unsecured, sitting neck to chest. The reason they should never be in that position is because they could die from something called positional asphyxiation. Literally, they could suffocate. Because a baby's windpipe is the size of a flexi straw. And if it's bent, imagine a flexi straw being bent, there's nothing that can get through that straw. So if a baby's neck is to their chest, there's no way that their airway is actually correct and the baby is struggling to breathe. Another concerning thing I saw on his profile was that days that after the baby was born, he had this baby outside doing public events. And right now, with COVID making its way back up in RSV, we should really be protecting the most vulnerable, which are infants and old people. But to take it a step further and to place this baby on public items outside that are 3 to 4 feet in the air and to take steps back to take a photo, that is child endangerment, if you ask me. I'm so sorry. Because at any moment that baby could roll, and we don't know what type of germs are on these surfaces. There's also photos of the baby improperly placed in car seats with large jackets that baby should not be placed in car seats with, as well as the baby being swaddled in a rocker unsecure, with a dog right next to the buttons to operate the rocker. But my number one biggest concern is how they legally adopted this child. In his original video, he said that the child was placed with him, which insinuated that this was a foster care situation. After my research, it's not looking like a foster care situation. In fact, I would pay a whole month's salary to say that this is not a foster care situation. In my opinion, this is a private adoption that no agency was involved in. And if there was an agency, this agency was corrupt as hell. Why do I say this? This is the part where I'm trying to be the most sensitive. After looking on Will's page, you will learn that he is a 10-year recovering addict from intravenous use, which is fantastic. Recovery is a lifelong process. I work with parents who are actively in recovery, and people with addictions can be great parents, especially if they have resources and they have a community.
Now, if you watch that video to the end, you would be so annoyed. The whole adoption was not an impromptu adoption. This guy already knew that he was going to have a black baby, and he didn't do his research. A black baby girl, in fact, and he didn't do his research. And for me, like I said, when I first saw it, I did not really think too much about it. I just felt okay. Now, maybe this was like an impromptu thing. Maybe they just said, oh, you're on the adoption list or whatever, and we have a baby. Do you want to take her and everything? But the fact that he was there from the beginning, even there when the birth mother was giving birth, just rubbed me the wrong way. And then the whole taking pictures with the baby at that age just confirmed what a lot of people were saying, that he's using the baby to create content to make money on TikTok. That's just the whole truth. Because I don't see why you should be taking pictures of the baby outside, putting her on dirty surfaces because of aesthetic picture, to show, oh, you have a black baby and the rest. And before people start getting, you people are something phobia, and then the rest. It's not about the color of the skin of the parents. It's not about the sex of the parents. There are white people who have adopted black baby, and there are black people who have adopted white babies, and they are doing fine. But these people give me a negative vibe, and I don't know if at this point in time, Child Protection Service is supposed to get involved, but I don't know, because you might think maybe they're doing something wrong, and then Child Protection Services is like, they're not really doing anything wrong. But I just think that they should put an eye on those people, because I don't know what they're going to do in the future. Because if they are using the child at this point in time for just to make money, God knows what's going to happen when the child is older. I don't even want to think about that. Any which way, that is my thoughts about the whole situation. I think that Child Protection Services should get involved and just check to make sure that nothing funny is going on in that house. I really don't want to hear things later on. I just want them to like monitor them for quite a while. Then I hope he stops putting the child on the internet for content making whatever, or money making whatever that he's thinking of. Because some people, I couldn't get to see his page, because I think he has either deleted it or he has made it private. But from what people who had checked it said, he has already started having some baby product review and so many things, which was why a lot of people were like, okay, this is funny. I really hope the Child Protection Services check and just try to make sure that everything is not going funny in that house. Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts about the whole situation. Do you think that him coming to the internet to ask for help concerning taking care of the baby's hair was just an innocent act? Or do you think he was trying, as some people have said, he was trying to soft launch his content making page using the girl? And do you think people are overreacting by saying that he's acting up? I would love to hear your thoughts about the whole situation. So please leave your comments in the comment section and let's get the discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like videos such as this and you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next